Welcome back to Archicad in Minutes. In previous lessons, we have learned the wall tool, slab tool, column tool, and beam tool individually. Today, we are taking the next step. We will start modeling a complete 2-bedroom bungalow using a real project workflow. This series will show you how professionals combine different Archicad tools to develop a building from floor plan to complete model. Let's begin. So coming to our workspace, this is the model that we want to develop. If you look at it, this is where we have our proposed living room, which is an open dining, and we have one of the bedroom here, another bedroom here, and a kitchen. This is a visitor's toilet. This is a lobby connecting the living room to the other spaces, and then we have toilet for this room, another toilet for this room. We have a kitchen here. This is an exit, and then we have a store. I'm going to move this to the side so that we develop a new one. I will come and pick a wall tool, and then I already have my composite wall 230 mm with a plaster thickness of 30 mm on both sides. So it's good for you to start designing from the origin, that is 0,0. So clicking on this, I'm going to create my horizontal line, and then I'm going to create another vertical line. So here I have a connected line and I have a single straight line. So whichever one that works for you is working. So I will look at the measurement. In this case, we have 485550. So I'm going to click on the wall. I'm making a duplicate. So I will click on Control plus Shift plus D. And then I'm going to type in the measurement after I press a tab, 4850. But one thing with Archicad is that it takes the measurement from the center of this to center of this. And if you look at this, we have 4850. So if it is from the center, it's going to be 5080. So by default, you have to shift it by this size of the wall. So my wall here without the finishing is 230. So I'm going to shift it by 230. So which is I have 4790. And if you look at this, it's 4790. So if I put in the dimension, I'm going to have the same thing. So let's move to the next. I have 1500. Then I'm going to add 230. Then the next one is another 1500. So in this case, I'm going to make a duplicate. Control plus Shift plus D. So I'm making a duplicate. So the last one, I'm having 3900. 3900. Don't forget plus extra 230. So in this case now, I have this as an overlap. So it's either I click on Control key and hold, and then it turns into like a scissors, and then I trim it. Or since it's at the corner, I can click the two walls and then click on this, and then it will be chamfer. So the next measurement, we are done with the major vertical walls. So let's go to the horizontal walls. We have 7160. 7160. Then don't forget our wall thickness 230. Then from this dimension, we have 3600. 3600 plus our wall thickness 3600. Sorry, 230. If you look at it, I make use of Shift tool in order to make sure that the wall didn't go the other way. So from here, I don't need it. I click on my control key and then I trim. Or I can do it this way. I click on shift key and then I drag it down. So whichever one that works for you, we are good. So the next one, I have 1500 from this side. 1500 plus wall thickness 230. Then I don't need the wall here and I trim this. This wall, I don't need it. I trim this wall. So from this wall to this wall, I have 4230. So 4230, then plus 230. So I don't need this wall. I don't need this wall. And from this point, I don't need it here. And I click on this. I don't need it all the way. I deleted it. Then the next one is 1500. Then this one, looking at it, it extends to this point. So I can click. So a stretch option pops up. So I'm going to stretch it. If I click on drag, it will just drag without stretching it. So I'll be stretching the wall. So I stretch this. And then from this point, I have 4200. I click on 4200 plus 230. Then I'm going to cut this. I'm taking it off. I'm extending this to this wall. I cut off this. I cut off this. Then from this point, from this wall, we have 1.8 meters. So 1800. And then I drag by 230. So we have another 2.4 meters. Click on this 2400 and then drag by 230. And then seeing this is not the same measurement with this, so we have 2100. So we can do it this way, bring it back to this point, and then drag 2100 plus 230. And then we have our model the way we want it to be, the way we have it earlier. So in dragging a copy or dragging a wall, if you want your efficiency to be high, if you click on your wall tool, right click, and then you will see an option of move, and then these are your shortcuts. So you need to be conversant with shortcuts in order to fast track your work. You cannot be clicking on the wall and trying to maneuver to move and then either to drag or to drag a copy. It's going to be very cumbersome at the end of the day. So if I want to drag now, so you doing this procedure, you are taking a longer time in order to get it. So it's good you need to master all these shortcuts. That is move, drag is Control plus D, rotate Control plus R, mirror Control plus M, elevate Control plus 9. If you want to drag a copy, rotate a copy, mirror a copy, then you add shift to it. You click on Control, you hold, plus shift you hold, then plus either D, E, or M. If you want to drag, Control plus D or Control plus R or Control plus M. So we'll issue this one with measurement so that you practice and then you develop your own. So in our next series, we'll look at how to add doors and windows to this very good plan. We are going to use this plan to model and publish. So thank you and see you in our next series.